Okay, trying round 2 here. Um, Now I'm trying to pull it up on the other screen again. So if you were here for my last one, I am testing out new equipment, new display. I don't know what I have a new monitor. I have a different laptop I'm using. Oh, comment. I see it, but I don't have it on. So hold on 1 second. I see it popped up. I can't see. Can't see what I'm doing. Hold on. It won't switch screens. This monitors is kind of a pain in the rear. Hey, Betty. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Ah, looky there. There's my Chicago. Hello, Betty. How are you? Okay, I can see better. I like the bee better than the camera just shining into the abyss over there. Miss Chicago. Are you busy, Shy? What you doing? I didn't call you first. I did not. Hi, Stina. See, I like it better over here. I don't know why. Okay, so Chicago, you may have missed it. I went live on the other YouTube Studio, and I couldn't turn the camera off. It said I didn't have access. I guess it said share screen, but I didn't know where it was going to go. Like over here, it kind of pops up, and then you pick the screen you want to show. So it was already showing a camera that I didn't want to be showing. So, um, yeah, it was a whole mess. That's all I can tell you. So I'm here just trying to get adjusted because it's been a long time since I've been on here. So I was trying to try out a new system and do all the things, and that didn't work out. So we're back to where I know what I'm doing, at least to some degree, minimally. So I come over here and I like this where I can see the chat and do the things. The other one I had to go to both screens. Um, yeah, so Chicago's gonna come up here. I see her. Brush those teeth. Get that coffee. Hurry up. My coffee's almost gone though, so I've already had a cup. Wrangling babies. When does school start for y'all? Is this July? Probably next month. I have no idea anymore on that. Um, Anything new? Anybody wants to talk about? Um, I have so much stuff going on, like in different genres. There are communities. It's all over the place. I just don't know. Oh, not really my place. I'll preface this with that I was not a subscriber or a fan to REN, Real Entertainment News, but didn't have any hate for him either. So that's kind of just neutral with it. But I am sorry for his loss and to people who experienced that and were friends with him. I'm sorry for the loss. And that was sad news to hear. And pretty much the way we heard it was kind of even like it was shocking, just like how long it took to find out, I guess. But I'm glad it was done and over with, and nobody could mess with them again in like the time that he I don't know. I don't think anybody would have went to the funeral or done anything out of hand, but people have done a lot of out of hand things, so it's hard if they would have interfere in any way or cause problems. So, let him rest in peace. He was with family apparently in the end, at that it by family. At least we know that much. So definitely for all of you that were close with him, I am truly sorry for your loss. And he was a big personality, so that's a lot of loss. He could get your attention. Like you said in my community post, it was there's no nothing. I didn't have any interactions with them or anything, but I just have if anyone who knows me, as I clear my throat, which bothers me, but anyone that knows me, I have, I'm not diagnosed, chewing, smacking your lips, the clicking of your tongue when pop just things like just, so his cadence and the 499, 490, the it just I couldn't it does something to me, so I could not go with that, oh, trash truck's outside again. It's very loud. Disturbs you the most is hearing the news from the disgusting man who took it exactly, that was disturbing. That was I'm sorry, Stina, 'cause I can truly understand what you're saying because yeah, I went and listened to that, and it was very disturbing. I mean, I don't there's no way around it. If anybody goes and listens to that, it was so disgusting, even though they weren't their normal disgusting, it was still disgusting. So, but to hear it from that, yes. Hi, Christy. Appreciate you being here. I was just testing out my, computer system and trying to work through the YouTube Studio, and I didn't do very well. So I came over here and started another live. So I was just testing. I got a new monitor and some things going on, and that was what really this was about. But I'm here, so we're gonna chat about different things. Um, so for Christy, you, my dear, okay, let's just I want to put that out there. I am very upset with that situation, and not about the music per se. Um, he's just he was rude. He was rude. It was horrible. So come on at me, Chicago. Maybe I'll click that button and let her up. What do y'all think? Yeah, so anyone who doesn't follow the Ryan Upchurch, there was a stream. Oh, PBR, I got a whole thing on him. Where do you want to go? Where do you want to go? Now, before nobody was talking, now everybody's throwing them out there. Um, so the other night there was a stream where it's on Triple T's rundown. He does it's a reaction where they listen to independent artists, new up and coming independent artists, and they react to it and speak on it and stuff. And Adam Calhoun was on there, and Kurt was on there, and there became a I don't even know. It wasn't a fight. Kurt wasn't really fighting with anybody. Adam Calhoun attacked a whole community, people, all. Oh, somebody's knocking on my door. Hey, now I see ya. You there? No. Okay. Hold on. I don't know how to make you work over here, Chicago. Hold on. Because I can't hear you. Hmm. Now we're in trouble. Huh. I'm sorry, Chicago. This is why I'm testing because with the new monitor, the sound is coming from the monitor, not from the computer that I'm using. Hmm. How do I make that not happen? Let me move you over here and see if I can hold on. I'm sorry, y'all. This is what I'm doing because I don't know what I'm doing. All right. Now, let me try this. Chicago, can you hear me? Crap. Can anyone hear Chicago? Uh-oh. Hello, anybody? Now, this is why we're testing. I don't want to mute her mic. Okay, so you cannot hear Chicago at all? Interesting. So then it would have to be, no, you're not muted. I can mute you now and then unmute you. But I can't hear you at all. They said they can't hear you. That's why I thought it was just me. But if they can't hear you, then it's not coming through you on your side. Back to Melissa because I saw she left a comment. If I can find it, at least I saw a different side to Real. At times, he did make efforts to change his behavior, even if not always. More than I can say for some other people online. That is very true. Very true. And I did see him apologize and do some things. So, I mean, it wasn't always that way. And then Kurt did hold his own. I know I'm like bouncing between two different stories here, but yes, Kurt held his own. I love the part where he said, sweet dreams. And he said, I don't. Oh, hello. I hear you. Oh, hold on. You're really loud. Hello. Can everybody hear her? I can hear her.
Oh, thank goodness.
I thought it was my new setup because that's what I was messing everything up over here. Is it coming through?
Oh, my goodness.
Hold on. Can the people hear what we're hearing? Are we doing good? Everything's clear on both ends of it? Not echoing, not doing anything crazy out there?
What day is it?
Good. Now I don't
it's
know
Thursday. Okay. I didn't even take my meds yet.
Go back to sleep. I was just testing my equipment and then.
So I have to ask you, were we like having conversation a few hours ago and I fell asleep?
No.
What happened?
I haven't spoke to you at all today.
Okay.
Did you dream about me?
Well, because I heard the Godzilla roar and I'm like,
I didn't even text you, so I don't know what's wrong with you. You're dreaming all the way around.
Oh my God, it's so fun to be me.
I didn't send anything, I didn't text anything, nothing. So you're all in your own little.
Good morning, everybody in chat. Hello.
Look at it, 9:42. She just woke up.
I'm a retired woman. I got nothing to do but feed cats.
Okay, so I've already, I don't want to say I messed up, but I've already started 2 different conversations, and I'm sorry for doing that to the people in the chat, but I was just like, I was testing and discombobulated. So I've spoken on Real Entertainment News a minute, and so, no, Melissa, that is my ringtone. This woman put me as a freaking Godzilla ringtone. Are you kidding?
Yeah, absolutely. The new Godzilla movies, they castrated Godzilla and they took his voice to give King Kong a roar. So yes. I love Godzilla. You know, Godzilla is just everything.
She must have her ringtone off. I tried to push the button. I tried to make it happen.
Did you guys hear it?
No, I was probably talking over it.
Text me again. That's what I hear every time.
What she does to me? That's me texting her, and she's like,
"Yeah, Godzilla." Nothing gonna wake you up like Godzilla. I'm just saying. Okay, connect to YouTube.
Backwards. I'm sorry. I'm still playing around with my screen, so I'm not ignoring anybody or anything. But when it's on StreamYard, I cannot see the. Okay, hold on. Yeah, It's a dinosaur? A monster. What is it? She's an expert. I have no idea. Is Godzilla a dinosaur or a monster? Where'd she go?
I'm here. I'm here.
You don't know if Godzilla is a dinosaur or a monster?
No, he's not. He's definitely not. He's definitely not. I was typing and I forgot I could talk. Did you see that?
She's not awake yet. She's definitely not awake yet.
Oh my goodness. He's a monster.
She's typing in the chat.
So the Japanese say that we made him by dropping nukes in the ocean. So he was like maybe a chameleon once upon a time. But it doesn't explain why historically. Hi, Christy. Be careful going to the eye doctor.
Oh, bye, Christy. I need to do that too. We're not talking. Don't talk about that. I'll get
Yeah.
Okay.
We're not going to talk about that. But
I'm supposed to be going to the eye doctor myself.
Yeah, but there's history for Godzilla, but they always blame it on the damn nukes. So I don't know. So we
She
just
doesn't
say,
know. She watches. She loves him. He's her everything, but she don't know. And she made him my ringtone. But that's not
Yes.
even.
That's because the storyline just doesn't add up. That's all. Yes. Oh, but there's Monster Island. Oh, there's Mothra. There's many other big kaiju. Yes. Mothra loves Godzilla. They're like best buds.
Don't get her started on the Godzilla. We're in trouble
Yeah.
now. He lost his voice and he's not very happy.
Yes. Yeah. So there's many monsters. Yes. Basically, yes. 100% Mel. Yes, Meltini. Yes. Yep. That's the sauce they want you to get lost in. Hooked me when I was like a child of 6. Okay. All right. I had to try. Okay. What did you address first? You said you addressed two things.
What did we do? What did we do in your? Never mind. I probably shouldn't ask on live on the air, but never mind. So say, what did we do in your dream? What? Never mind. Probably bad.
Put it this way. I felt really horrible. Like, oh my God, you were expecting me somewhere and I didn't show up. Oh yeah.
And then I wake you up to this.
Look, you're live and I wasn't here.
No, I really did. I asked you and you said, sure, I'll be there with bells on. Just sure, turn it on. I'll be right there. And there you weren't there. No, I'm just kidding. It did not happen.
That explains why my computer was on. I never sleep with my computer on. That's why I asked if we were already doing this.
No, not gonna do it.
Oh my goodness. I
know. That's why I get scared. I caught myself. I was like, what am I thinking? Asking her to tell me what.
Yes. So okay,
what were we doing in your dream? Who were we talking about?
You know what? No, my lips are sealed. You're not gonna get
there. You go.
No. I'm KGB proof. I'm KGB proof. Sorry. Not sorry. I'll take it when you get a grave. That's what it is. Can I just sidetrack? Let me address Real. You said you were talking about Real, about Ren.
Yeah, my biggest addressment was my community post, but since I was on here, I just,
yeah, you know what? He had every right to be online. He was definitely an entertaining person. Love him or hate him. He brought the sauce.
He did.
He brought it for the dollars, he like, I think he started, just from me watching, I want to say he was the first person that did like beef streaming in the little communities, just so that he could make friends, then go after other people. He was amazing at that. I mean, it was so good. The days that he was on, oh, what's her name? Oh my God, Squirrel Lady. The little squirrel girl.
Squirrel Girl. Jules?
No, back then.
It's the only
Little
squirrel
Red.
person
Little Red.
Oh,
Little Red was the original Squirrel Girl. Come on, Little Red.
okay. I
Yeah.
didn't, yeah.
So entertaining. But after I talked to you and we found out about it, I did reach out to Julie Virgo because I know that community in AZ
Mm-hmm.
and EKC, everybody, you know, he was well loved and taken care of. And at least he's at peace now.
Mm-hmm.
And no one can screw with him anymore, torture him, you know, comment on anything about him, because it gets to a point where people go in too hot and it's no longer you know, constructive criticism, and it just beats down to where you just want to, like, you know, take a long walk.
People are going too hard on the offline stuff, and it's really gotten out of hand. Yes, Tina, she got me with that one too. I was not. She's kind of off my radar since she hasn't been around in so long. I wasn't thinking about her at all. But
He had a song for Lil Red. Okay, go on.
He what?
He had a song for Lil Red.
He had a song for everyone. He had a song for the speck of dirt on his table. I mean, he could sing for any
That's
reason
true. He loved to sing.
whatsoever. Anything.
He loved to sing. Oh, and love that Jodi Arias. Oh my God. Are we gonna forget that? Someone should probably
Betty, we don't know.
Jodi
He
Arias.
passed away is the most we know. Is he's passed away. He's
Exactly,
been laid to
Stina.
rest. It's no idea.
Exactly. The one thing I will say, and die on this hill, he loved those cats. But
Yes.
love sometimes isn't enough, but he did love those cats. And it was just sad when you think about it, you know, the depression he must have been. But may he rest in paradise. May he rest in paradise. And may he look down upon us and hope that he's watching everyone who's saying something and saying thank you for those kind words, because
The kind words.
Yes, the kind words.
Because even in death, there's still those that just can't get a grip on. Sometimes it's better just not to say anything at all.
Their dirty souls are going to hell. Ooh, I just announced that. It's gonna happen. You know, I don't make the rules. That you know, I don't make them rules, but yeah, you can't behave in certain ways.
Oh, but people can behave in those ways, but they're just not going to get. Yeah, it's not going to end well for them.
Yeah, when that karma bus comes crawling. Yes, let's manifest it. I am all about manifestation. Yes. I forget what I did, but karma pulled up and smacked me in the face recently. Do you remember?
Oh, I've had it. I'm not even. I do not want to be like, oh, I'm perfect and no. I've had karma come up and just knock the crap out of me. So yeah,
yes, and I deserved it.
I'm well aware of karma.
That's why we're waiting.
I'm well aware of it. It exists. So
the karma hit that's going to come will be glorious and magnificent on astounding levels of astonishment. Yes, it will. And I hope I'm there to see it. I hope I'm there to see it.
I think in this aspect, it's chipping away. It is doing some damage. It is maybe not as swift and as harsh in one moment as some might like, but it's affecting, it's taking place, it's happening. So
I hope so.
Life happens. I told you I was going to try this new thing. I failed miserably. So Anne was like, when are you going to go live again? I was like, I am going to try. And I did YouTube Studio first. It was like, maybe 10 minutes. I hate YouTube Studio right now. Maybe it was just user error, of course, because
I don't like YouTube Studios either.
But I couldn't turn the camera. Thankfully, it wasn't like pointed into the room. It's behind the computer. Actually, it fell down behind the computer.
Yeah.
So it didn't show. I know you're down there. My baby's crying. So
Will you pick her up?
no, I didn't want to. She
She
gets so
needs to go on
heavy.
your lap. She
I
needs
know.
to.
Come on. She's here. So she's arrived. She
Just
gets so
imagine
heavy.
me sitting there with a sack of potatoes on her lap.
She gets so heavy. I'm already depressed just from she jumped up here and like weighted me down. I looked at old videos and I just like sink after a while. I start out with my shoulders up and after a while I'm like, oh, she's so heavy. She's holding me down.
She's your paperweight. She loves
She's more than a
you.
paperweight. She could sink me to the bottom of the lake. I mean, come on.
Oh, and you'd enjoy every minute of it. Don't even front.
I don't want to be sunk to the bottom of the lake. Thank you very much.
Oh my! Can we talk about Adam Calhoun, that man child? Oh my God!
I did a minute of it, and not everybody knows Adam Calhoun or the crap behind it.
Oh no, Nella cannot sit on your lap, Miss
No.
Ann. No, she will break. No.
Well, it depends on
No.
okay, like when I'm sitting on a couch or a recliner or a chair, like that type of thing, then they can kind of like, well, mine anyway, like hang off, like just kind of be
Yes, like butt on
partially
your
on
lap.
you.
Uh-huh.
Or in between your leg, like kind of half in your legs, half on your legs, kind of thing. You can kind of shift the weight. But when you're in this computer chair like I'm in, and you're like confined to this, no
Have a great
space
day,
to fall on
Betty.
the floor. Bye, Betty Boop. Have a good day. But when I'm just stuck here with her in my lap, and I've noticed I just like shrink. She just like tugs the energy down all the way.
That's
So
her
I'm
job.
she's just so comfortable right now. I wish I'm not gonna show her, but she's up here. She's happy. She's like,
Yes.
and I'm just over here complaining.
Quit your bitching, because at least you got a dog. I got 5 porch cats, and I get no loving from nobody.
Oh, and you got some hate on your video. I saw it.
What video?
Yeah, well, anyway, you'll see that later.
Oh, I got hate for the porch cats. You can suck my toe all the way to Mexico. I don't care.
Oh, well.
They're well fed, and I'm going to build them little individual condos for the winter. So miss me.
I believe that.
No, I am.
Oh, I'm not. I'm fully aware you're gonna do that. She's got one that'll come near the house, and she's trying to capture it.
I'm gonna snatch that Skeletrina fashionista runway model extraordinaire. She is just so beautiful.
Do you believe she says that name like that every single time? I have a dog named Venus that I have shortened to Vivi because I get so tired of saying her name.
I named all the cats. Yes, actually, I made a video doxing my cats because I named them. Mrs. Socks is the mom, and then there's Goggles, who we also call like Oakley Ray-Ban Goggles. Nermy, because he looks normal, so we just put a spin on Nermy, we call him. Hook, and then there's Skeletrina fashionista runway model extraordinaire.
And that's literally the whole name, and that's the one she wants to make her house cat.
Oh,
Can you imagine her going around with that name?
Yes, but there's she gives me all the vocalizations every morning, all the vocalizations. She looks, because the kid, they're tuxedo cats, and it looks like he's wearing goggles.
Or a mask.
No, goggles. It looks like yep.
Do not help her. Melissa, don't give her no help, please.
Skeletrina fashionista runway model extraordinaire. She walks up to me. She does the hiss, meow, meow, gives me every vocalization she knows, and it's like, you poor kitty.
She growls at her.
She growls. Yes. She growls and meows, but she does it lovingly while trying to rub up on me and give me the fleas.
You poor thing.
Skeletorina Fashionista, Runway Model Extraordinaire, Skeletorina Fashionista, Runway Model Extraordinaire. Oh, I love, it's just, I took a long time naming her because she just looks so wonderful. She's just the most beauteous thing ever. You're going to want me go and read those comments. And then, oh, so my sister can't say it, so she started calling her Skelly. I'm like, no. She's like, Scally, come here. I'm like, no, you have to say the whole thing. That's her name. She gets all the names.
You
Her
don't,
mom,
you
Mrs.
live up
Oxenfree.
to your craziness. People talk about you, and you sure just keep giving it. No, I'm just kidding. Oh,
You'll read those comments later. Okay.
Oh, my foot hurts from her sitting on it. I got her to sit on a chair next to me, and my foot went to sleep, and I'm in pain.
Oh, rub your thigh.
My thigh? What's my thigh going to do to my foot?
No, you rub your thigh. Get the get the blood flowing in your thigh, and like push it towards your knee, and it'll help the.
Oh, I can do that from the outside.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Stick your thumb in your mouth and blow till you hear your ears pop. Something happened. I'm a charlatan.
I can see it now. Oh. My grandma, when she'd have a burp gas, she'd just start flapping like a chicken.
Oh.
No matter where you were, no matter. I can see it now. We were just sitting somewhere. She's just like,
and to be honest, look at the comment, B.
Oh, guess who has a picnic table?
I have a picnic table and a bar for I was the squirrel lady until the kitties came.
Oh, they ran her squirrels off. She was getting how many? Okay, be honest. How many pounds of peanuts were you buying a week?
I would get 15 pounds of peanuts every 2.5 weeks.
Okay, so she was like, these were her babies. They would come up and take a peanut out of her hand, a shelled peanut. Yes. And then the cats came along, and she's been wanting a house pet for some time now. She keeps trying to steal my dogs from that far away. Yes. And so she kept trying. And these cats found her, actually. And so she's decided she wants one of these cats. So they've run off the squirrels.
They do. It's like the Hatfields and McCoys sometimes. The cats want to eat and the squirrels want peanuts, and they all come up to the door, and that's how they know to be fed. The squirrels are trained to come to the door and get on the door, look in the house, because the peanut bag, they know the peanut bag. It's the great big ones from Sam's. And they know, and they look at it. So they'll beg me or they'll beg Nick. It's like, okay, it's time for food, guys. But then the blue jay, so the blue jays started coming to eat the peanuts. They taught the Cardinals how to do it and the Ravens how to do it. But then the cats like the blue jays. We found, yeah.
Melissa says they need something for dogs that is like a cat treat or perch, because she used to put one right at her desk level so her Maine Coons could supervise her work without sitting on the keyboard. So we have discussed that in our household. Because I don't know how to describe this. I have an L-shaped desk, and then there's a space in between, and then my husband's desk is to the left. So in between our desks, there's like 2.5, 3 feet, maybe. I don't know how much is there. But we're trying to figure out how to build something between the two just for the dogs, so that they can be right there because they do have to supervise. They're not cats, but they do have to supervise. So we're trying to find a way to build something that's not atrocious looking either, like that matches the desk, and
just throw a curtain over it.
Fits into the aesthetics. So
yes.
Yep, definitely.
That'd be nice. Place.
Right now I have a kitchen chair next to me, next to my computer chair, and I've made her sit there, and she's doing it, but she's not real happy about it
No, the pups never are.
because my foot went to sleep.
Yes, this is true. Meltini is quite correct with that statement. The Maine Coons are just cat hardware running dog software. They are, oh my God. My allergies, I would walk over to Meltini's house and I would pass out. It would be dander alert, boom, down goes Shy.
Where was this?
No, look at her comment. She says,
yes,
Maine Coons are just cat hardware running dog software. Because they're so big. So
my dogs pay me no mind unless I have a bone or treats. Mine they're being very good right now, but they hate the mailman.
Yes.
And they like, I'm not gonna say that word again because I'm surprised I didn't get, I got one looking at me. That's like that last word on Ann's.
Yes.
They like those a lot, and they will tell me they want one. They will, they're very vocal.
Yes, they are. I love them.
I had a Maine Coon by accident. I know I've said this before. It's been a long, long time, but there was a cat that wasn't even old enough to be weaned from its mother, and it needed help.
Milk.
And so my husband at the time, he brought it home, and I nursed it and loved on it, and it was my baby Tai, and it was Tiger was its name, but Tai. I gotta give everything's gotta have a baby name in my house.
What? Okay, Skelly.
Skelly's gonna be the name. And so I raised this little cat, and it just kept growing and growing and growing, and it was the size of a toddler, like a 2-year-old. I didn't know I had a Maine Coon.
Oh wow.
But I had one. But I didn't know I had one.
Oh, I get that's Nick brought home a dwarf bunny for Lauren.
Okay.
The thing was a lop-eared rabbit. Do you know how big it was? It was bigger than my cat.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be a mini.
Oh, really? I had a big bunny once. I didn't know that. He went to buy me when he came home with the ears. No, go ahead.
So,
is it dangerous? I don't want dangerous.
No, lop-eared bunnies, one of their, they're a lot because their ears flop, right? That's why it's a lop-eared bunny.
Mm-hmm.
So Miss Lolo had over some questionable friends at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And well, the bunny's ear happened to lop at the same time this girl was at the house. I thought she broke my bunny's ears. So I used, the self-stick cloth first aid stuff. I used that on her ear. Yes, I did, on Skittles' ears. And what the cat did, or the bunny did, was it would throw its head against the couch because it was cloth and it would catch, and keep pulling it off the ears. The more I tape it, the more. Okay, so after 3 times,
you're a mess.
Yeah, so after 3 times, I got pictures from the library to see, and yeah, it was a lop-eared. It was supposed to, and I had to apologize to the little girl. Yeah, I had to apologize to her because I'm like, "Why'd you fuck with my bunny? What'd you do to my bunny?" And I ran her out of my house. Yes, I did. I thought yeah.
So did you beat the little girl?
I jumped to conclusions because that's the only exercise I got. Jumping to conclusions.
You're pretty good at it. I have to give you that.
I'm very good. I am very, very, very good at that. Yes.
What was I reading earlier? Anne is building a bird.
Nice.
I'm over here trying to build a birdhouse. Like you're doing it right now, or that's something you want to do? I just buy birdhouses.
No, that's very endearing. She's trying to build it for herself. Maybe
I do. I love that. No, she's very. Anne is a go-getter.
Wood glue is your friend, Anne. Just remember that. Wood glue is your friend. Hello?
Hey.
Oh my God. I went deaf. I'm just hearing this ring.
What happened? You kind of roboted on me.
I think I got kicked. Video Gooner, who did you get kicked from? I didn't kick you.
No, you're still here.
We see you.
Oh yeah, I kicked you because I'm not. I don't even know who you are, and you come up as Gumby. I've been peen bombed before. I am not doing it.
Gumby.
Sorry.
Oh, came in. Oh, the StreamYards.
I deleted the link. Okay.
Oh, yeah. No.
I was doing a little work over here. Yeah, I kicked you. I don't know who you are, and if you're gonna dress as Gumby and wave at me, that's not happening. So just if you want to stay in the whole stream, you can be kicked from here too. So why would you come up as Gumby?
Oh, Stina, I want to see your puppy. Is it possible that it's a lop-eared puppy? Just one ear went down. It's possible, right?
As Gumby? Who comes up as Gumby? You crazy. Call me a crazy broad. Go right ahead. Who comes up as Gumby? Sorry.
Okay, here's your warning. Be a little bit respectful. If you don't show the respect, I'm going to boot you. Warning number 1, Mr. Video Gooner, Video Game Gooner. You need to come on my lives while I video game, and I do the Fortnite and the Guild Wars too, and have the fun. Not with coffee talk. Not with Oh, you know what? It's okay. Just remember your manners, okay, Pumpkin? Remember them manners. They get you far in life. Says Mama Shy. Says Mama Shy. Okay, goodbye.
Yeah, I can't. I have no access.
That's
you have
okay.
it, right?
I got it. Honey, you booted for 24 hours, okay? Sorry, not sorry. Sorry, not sorry. You can't be talking about that.
Yeah, all of a sudden I was sitting with Gumby waving at me, and I'm like, no, thank you. Been there, done that. It wasn't Gumby.
I didn't even hear the back part.
I don't know.
Okay.
It was there.
It seems like, why is...
I know, right, Melissa? Too early in the morning for that mess.
It is. It is. It
and
really
then
is.
Like, you deleted part of the live. Yeah.
Yes, Video Game Gooner 58 should know better.
I did. Yeah. I deleted a penis from my live, and they're, oh, you deleted your. I stand on everything I said. I fully stand on everything I said. We have the full recording of that.
Yeah, I have it.
Session, whatever, live.
Yeah. Because I was playing with OBS at the time.
There's
and I videotaped it.
No way in this world that I was going to leave. And when I played it back for what I had, where I had cut it off, you couldn't see anything but at all to the naked eye. But when I took it into the studio and slowed it down, there was one frame, just one frame.
Yeah.
One frame. And if I left that one frame in there with the naked eye not seeing it, but you would slow that down and you would pull that frame and you would report me for having that in my video. Yes. So I deleted it against my will because no, I didn't want to delete anything from that video to take away from the chat or anything else.
True.
So anyone who has anything to say about that, if Sarah is out there and ever wants to see the full intact, we have it. Nothing was deleted. I'm pissed now. Fuck this. I didn't delete nothing from that video but a penis just because Gumby had to come in here and start me up this morning.
Go off, sis.
It's ridiculous the things that are said. So I have the full intact video, and I'm only person that would get it was Sarah. But
yep. Can we?
I have no I go back. I have Coley, I have Shauna. Anything I've put out is still on my channel to this day.
Yep.
Still on it. I
Unedited.
try my best to only give my opinion, to give my opinion in a non-harmful way.
Yes.
I'm not here to hurt anybody, to attack anybody, to hurt someone's feelings. None of that. Sometimes people, you know, make me feel a certain way, and I like Patty Lynn, or I'm gonna tell you, Shauna, I'm gonna tell you, you're messing up your custody case. She still doesn't have custody of her kids. Was I wrong?
No.
So I'm just saying.
Oh my gosh, you're channeling Ren right now.
What did I do?
Was I wrong? Am I wrong?
Oh, I don't even see. I don't know his mannerisms or his words to even be. So maybe I am. Come on through, boy. Come on.
The CB crew. Start calling
Give
people the
it
CB
to
crew.
me. Let me tell these people about themselves. I can't
Yes.
sing though. I cannot sing. So please don't come through in song, because I can't sing. And it's gonna be bad for everybody.
He will be missed. He is definitely someone who will be. May God rest his soul. He is definitely going to be missed. And I have to take my second round of. Hold on.
Uh-oh. Are we taking meds again?
Well, yeah, it's time for the second round.
I need meds. I'm of the mindset now that I'm. Hey, how you doing? Haven't seen you forever. You were in the.
Hey, Lisa, how are you?
Had nothing to even delete. No, I thank you. I appreciate that. And I mean, I don't care what anyone says, but when you're gonna put it out there to someone who.
True.
I don't even know. I don't want to go into anything about Sarah. She is everything. We had that discussion. So if she would have a discussion with me, I would still talk to her to this day.
Yes.
And
can we put that on the table?
Say it to her personally. So I have nothing to delete about Sarah. I don't think I said anything about Sarah that warrants being deleted. So what I said was what I said. There you go. That's it.
So I'm just going to ask.
Paranoid people are going to find anything though. It's not even just paranoid. It's not even just I mean, yes, true. But
people make stuff up.
I am not. Hey, Tira. I am so tired of being freaking gaslit by all these people, and it's not even just y'all. If you feel it, it's about you, okay? But it goes in so many different communities. People do these things. I see it with my own eyes and hear it with my own ears. And then you're going to turn around and be like, no, I didn't do that. That's not what I said. Bullshit.
Yes. 100%. Since it's out there, you want to go there? You want to jump in?
I don't even know which one you're talking about.
Sarah. The resurgence of a woman who left the internet for the best, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Badly written dissertation over. Or we could address that. There's like,
I don't care at this point. I don't care. These people, the
right, let's do current. Yes.
Who?
Let's go. How about we go with Shelly Abbott, since that's happening in the now, and we can bring up Sarah.
All the way off. All the way off.
Yes,
I'm going to get in trouble. Y'all don't understand. We just did we're doing a challenge to no cussing in the house, and y'all got me. I got to do some things today because of what y'all did to me.
I am not part of that challenge. Just text it to me and I will say it.
Oh, okay. So I don't know how I'm going to get caught on this replay thing, but I'm probably at least 3 deep, if not more. I'm maybe 5. I don't know. I'm sure I'm letting the cuss words loose because this is just so aggravating to me. People who
Lisa.
have nothing better to do than to attack. And, do I put out my opinion on how I feel about a situation or something? Absolutely do. 100%. Have I went after people? I would hope I didn't, but I might have. I'm not going to say, oh, I'm perfect. But this incessant, repeated needling of somebody for every move, every word, every breath they take is ridiculous. And for someone that old to sit there and have no freaking life with their poor, uneducated spouse that can't get a corporate job to be over there, and they have to pull all the weight in that house to sit there and do nothing but talk about this poor girl. I'm just beyond over it with you. Get a life. You don't
It's
put whole
ridiculous.
milk in oatmeal and call it fucking healthy. There, I'm up to number 6 at least, I'm sure.
You
I'm going
don't
for 10.
use instant oats. Okay. You don't use instant oats with all the sodium and the processing. Fucking leave Shelly alone. You loser maggots of the internet.
This is
Stop.
something important to me too. Anyone who's seen me can see that I have weight on me, but what you don't see is the years before where I couldn't even hit 100 pounds because I wouldn't eat. It got to the point where I couldn't brush my teeth because toothpaste would make me vomit because it was too much for my system, because that's how bad it was that I wasn't eating. So Melissa,
Eating
as
is
someone
hard.
who has recovered from an eating, can you say those words? ED. Thinking it's healthy to obsess over the one day you ate a sleeve of crackers when you are overall being consistent and making good lifestyle choices, isn't it? Exactly. She's doing it though. She's doing the dang thing. That's what bothers y'all people. That's what your problem is you see her doing it. She's overcoming those issues and leaving the house every day, even if it's just to go out in front of her building. She's doing the dang thing.
Yes.
She rode down a hill. I want to roll down a hill. Yes,
Yes.
ma'am, I do. But can I do it? Probably not. She gets around up and down better than I do. If I sit down on the floor, it's going to take a minute to get back up. Not going to lie to you.
Let's point out the obvious.
Doing the exercises, lose it. She's lost weight, y'all.
Yes.
She's in a better mental headspace. Quit messing with her. Quit messing with her. It shows what a degenerate human being you are.
Popcorn, you piece of trash. Jughead, you highly regarded little wench. Okay. Why don't you show your fucking faces? Hide behind avatars. You're so scared and cowardly that you hide behind them. Bitches, show yourselves. Until then, you're talking to the fucking wind.
You can sit there and hide your. Oh no, okay.
I'm being kind, Maltini.
I almost got ugly. What did we learn about the word? Was it regarded? We had a new epiphany the other day. Someone used the word regarded for another, let's say mentally challenged. Regarded.
I picked it up from the English guy. From the English guy who goes on Hog.
Oh, Rebus used it. Okay, I was like, I know we saw this, and was like, what? And it was like, oh, regarded. Okay.
Yeah, Rebus rubbed off on me, and it's probably for the best. Yes.
No, okay. but my dislike for her is negligent. No.
Yes.
No, negligent. No. Negligible.
Negligible.
You know what negligible means?
Freak, I can't even say it. Negligible. Okay,
negligible.
Stop teasing me. Do you know how long it took me to learn how to say Manangahila?
No. We couldn't figure out what that word. We were like, what is that word?
No, you are correct. But people who don't show themselves and open themselves up to the same critique and, let's say, criticism, and I'm making the finger quotations. You can't see them, but I'm doing that with the finger.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Terry, you actually might catch a break because once you're inside the city, because there's so many different, you might, because finding someone in Chicago, especially when they think, oh, there's downtown is Chicago, and then the outskirts. These are people who never been to Chicago and don't know anything. As a native, I say that with my whole fucking chest. You know what I mean? But you can't sit there and hide behind things and then slip and show your fucking cankle. Okay. And I'm going to address this. I said on my live that those pieces of paper that Popcorn showed saying, oh, look at me. I'm the queen. I get the gold medal in the Special Olympics. That's a fucking work letter. Do you know how many people?
Oh, I was like, what are you talking about? You were talking in circles.
People, yes. Went to who showed a cankle? Oh, Popcorn, miss. I'm so healthy. Bleh. Suck one, okay? Excuses to work from home run rampant. You don't, like you're not on disability. That's not a disability form. You're not collecting disability. So you're not being treated by an actual fucking doctor. Okay. That's an excuse so you can work your lazy ass from home. Why? Because you got the COVID-50 and it's easier since they made your job phone in mobile. What is it called?
Work from home. I don't know.
Remote. Yeah, they made it work from home, and it's easier to do that than invest in, the shoes. You work for a grocery store chain, okay, Miss? I can phone.
What's with all the real life stuff, though? Let's just hold.
She said no. She said it. I'm not going real life.
I'm sending to your corporate you. It started with Dean. I guess Dean and you, as far as I guess doxing all of us and having this plan to travel the United States and come to each one of us.
We're going to travel the United States, but yet for work purposes. Okay, someone from her job. I hope I have that she was going to drive.
I never heard this work thing. Where'd this work thing come from? Are we now gaslighting someone for what they went through a year and a half ago? I mean, are you kidding me?
She wants to work from. So that's what she showed. Here is my proof.
Oh, you're talking about her documents to
those are documents, bitch. You're no. You can tell your doctor, oh no, I can't go in. I'm scared. You ain't under psychiatric help. No, that's for work. That's to get your ass out of dragging your hefty butt to work every day. Okay, that's what that is. People who worked at corporate fucking know these things. You can tell the doctor whatever you want. Doc, you know what? And if you have a licensed physician who's been your family doctor forever, of course they're going to do it, because you're going to lie and say, oh my God, I feel so horrible when people are around me. I can't do this. Of course. Do that shit and try and get extra benefits from people who know liars.
Yeah. Okay. And she Melissa, I don't really care about that. Maybe she is agoraphobic, and that's okay. And that I'm with Melissa on this part. Maybe she is. That woman's been in her car throughout this whole thing, doing streams and stuff. Okay.
Yes.
That's the same as Shelly doing what she's doing to overcome what's going on and do the things she's doing. It don't matter. Why does it matter to you? Only reason I'm talking about this is because she's made such a big deal about Shelly. I don't care about Popcorn, Jugs. Those people are avatars. They're non-existent. They have no human feelings to me, but what they're doing to another human being is what I care about. They need to leave Shelly alone. It's ridiculous. You look obsessive. You look disgusting. And you have grandchildren that are going to be tortured in school by people just like you. And I am here for it at this point. I don't care what you do at this point, but leave Shelly alone. It's over. This is ridiculous. I'm done with it. She came for me when I had a lot going on. They came for other people I know of in my chat when you have something going on at home and there's stuff that you're just not putting out online and making it a big deal to other people, and they come and needle and needle and needle and needle at you, it does affect you. It affects your real life. Just like what happened to Ren, losing his apartment, losing his animals, losing his ability to have income, all the things. And that man is deceased. You're good. Do you want that on you if that happens to her? I mean, what are you pushing for? What are you looking for in this situation? Because are you trying to make her harm herself or something to
Yes.
happen to her from all the stress you're putting out there?
What
She's
is the
handling
bottom
it like a
line?
champ, though. I have to say, I don't want to be speaking for Shelly and saying that anything. Shelly is handling it like a champ. And she is like, it's okay. It's all right. You know, if that's how they feel, and that is true. That is true.
That's giving them
She
more
can have her
grace than
feelings,
I
but
ever would.
yeah, no grace from me. I'm telling you right now. Good
None.
for you, Shelly, and your heart and everything that you're doing, but no grace from me. After watching someone lose their life already, I'm done with it. Somewhere in there, someone said, you got to take care of yourself and your own health. This is part of my health. Get over it. Get off. Do what you got to do over there, but stop with this real life stuff. I'm going to contact your CPS or a landlord, or I don't know what. There's so many things out there. No, that is so wrong. Leave real life out of it. The cemetery.
Hi, Sonia.
Hi, Sonia.
Welcome.
Welcome to my grop session. All of a sudden, I've lost my mind over here.
Upchurch fan. Welcome, Upchurch fans.
Welcome. I wanted to talk about that, but I'm still on something else. Where did I miss something? I agree, B, when I dealt with the drama. Yes, you were going through a divorce and other things, real life court issues and stressful situations. And then these people were over here harassing and going after your children and putting their names online and doing the things. And if you know, so I know a lot about people, but I don't put.
Honey, you're being the robot.
Huh?
You're being the robot.
Is it better?
Yes.
Okay, I don't know what happened. It didn't give me any, I don't have anything going off over here that shows anything different. What was I saying? So I don't know. I lost my train of thought. I'm just to the point where leave people's real life, their jobs, their living situations. What are you going to benefit from taking someone's apartment from them? What are you going to benefit from that?
Correct. And why? And why?
What do you do?
Please tell me those links work.
I see a link, but I don't know what it is.
Did it not work?
What did I miss, Sonia? I'm sorry. I'm not ignoring you. I lost. There's a link there. I see a link. I just don't know what it's for.
I'm dropping links to Tara and Justin.
Oh, okay. But you didn't put their names, so I didn't know what it was for.
Oh, top one is Tara.
It's been long overdue. They don't never let up. It's in every community too, because they're like, Sonia, you're here from the Creek Squad, and welcome, and it's all good. Because like this Adam Calhoun, the things that's going on there and going after Kurt, and so it's real life, and so you're aware of it in that, and I'm sure you're in other areas of communities of YouTube too. So it's just happening everywhere, but in a small community that I am involved in, or what is this?
Oh, I'm just linking the channels. I'm sorry.
I don't know, something, but they're going after one particular person right now in our small area of YouTube, and she's a mother, she's a wife, she owns her own business, and she's a YouTuber. Go ahead and can you put her up there? She's funny. She's funny. She does, I don't know, not skits. Are they skits? I'm just
Yes.
limited.
Yes.
So she does a lot of different things, but we fully support her. And this is happening
100%.
to her right now, and they're going after her. They've doxed her home. They've put her floor plans online, like literally the floor plans of her apartment. It's just, it's it's everywhere. It's in all the communities, and everybody needs to stop with the real life affecting people's ability to live. YouTube, you want to say I have a bump it in my hair, or talk about the stuff behind me or the bikes, my electric bikes, you talk about them. I don't care. But this going for my address and, putting my phone number, and I mean, there's no sense in all that stuff.
I'm gonna point out one more thing. Okay.
They have a new
Like,
target. Well, you know what? You say that, and I know they have a new target every week, and it's a small group of women that hurt their fifis, and they recycle the same BS as they go down the list. But something has got them fixated on Shelly.
mhm.
Fixated. Like she cannot take a breath without them knowing that it was 3 seconds of inhale and 5 seconds of exhale. And that is obsessive. That is above and beyond. Weirdos need to get a life. So, I mean, it's very dangerous. I agree with you, Sonia. I agree.
But here, you know what, Anne? I'm gonna put this out there. Calling Roadhog, I said the name Beetlejuice, okay, whatevs. Calling people, okay, you have a bastard child. Sir,
So do you.
sir, Webster's dictionary tells me so do you.
That's what I'm
Your
getting.
child is the same. Just stop it. They don't need to grow up and pull this shit up and realize you're talking about them. Stop
Exactly.
it. Did you forget all of a sudden you didn't marry? Oh, Laura says you didn't marry that woman, that she was a what? A truck. What was she? What is the name for them? Leapfrogs? No.
What are you talking about?
What did they, women who, he said it himself,
Oh, a
that,
lot lizard. Stop.
yeah, that the
Like, what
mother
are
of
you?
his child was a lot lizard, a
Leapfrogs. I'm like,
leapfrog.
what is she talking?
Yes. And that child is going to hear that, but you didn't. Yes. Lack of home training. Yes. Exactly. Yes. Show something of yourself. Oh no, Sonia, you probably don't, but you know what? We will get there eventually. But it's just people being shitty to other people on the internet in smaller communities.
When it's
And
happening in the Creek
exactly,
Squad
Stina.
community too, so she's aware of those people. So just the ones where did you put her link there somewhere? But the
Who's?
one we're talking about, Shelly's.
Oh, I forgot. Okay, hold on. I will.
So
Yes, hold on. How could I
so we're
forget about
talking
that?
not specifically, because pretty much every person in this chat has been attacked, had something said about them,
Yep.
and it's all from a specific group of people. And for me, I have really much tried to not mention their name. I mean, we did today. There's some names mentioned, but I don't want to mention their names because I feel bad for someone like you that comes to me from a different community that doesn't know these people. I don't want to introduce you to these people. That's my theory on it, is that you don't need to know these. I mean, you're welcome to, it's a free world, but
Yep, true.
does horrible things and connect you in that way. So that's why I don't tag them. I don't try to mention their names as far as like their channel names or something, because I don't want people from the Creek Squad or even I do Jessica Kent stuff, which is the prison and recovery community. Sometimes it's been a long time and I have a reason for that I don't speak on that right now. But I don't want people that come to me for that to be exposed to that much nastiness. So that's why I try to just stay away from that.
It is. Yeah, I had to, and I'll take the flat. Oh, what are we gonna say about Chicago? She's old, she's fat, she's got a big nose, she's got 15
You're an
chins.
alcoholic.
Oh, I'm an alcoholic. Yeah. Okay. No, go on. You know what? And let's do this. Okay, so let's do the big flex here, right? Should I do the big flex?
I have
Should
no idea what your big flex is. You always
should I
when
do the
you do that to me, it makes me worry. It's like, what is she gonna do on my
should I do the
street?
big flex? I'm gonna do the Ariana Grande. My home, I own it. No mortgage.
Mm.
The lot in front of my home, I own it. My new car, paid cash for it. And you know what? Tyrano's the finance manager. Where cash, okay? Cadillac, I own it. My Ford, own it. Do I work? No, I'm retired. I don't have. I'm home with my husband 24 fucking 7. You know, not running around doing anything. Still with the same man I've been with forever. Okay. Um, let's do the flex. My daughter, successful. Okay. We go on the boats. My sister, successful. You've seen I vlog from her house. You like that pool? It's not for fishing, it's for swimming. Okay. So I am that bitch. I am not fucking pretend Coley wannabe. Okay. So there's the bit. So when it's going to sound bad, but when you've managed that fucking success, okay. Exactly. Anne. Yes. All we have to do is pay insurance and taxes. So
Hey, Steph.
go
I didn't
ahead
want
and
to cut
go
her
off
off.
on me. Go ahead and make fun of me. I'm a drunk. I'm this, I'm that. I'm still better than you.
I feel like I'm echoing from your side.
Sorry. I'm sorry. I just that's specifically to them and no one else. Yes, your house is gorgeous. And everyone
So
sorry. Go on. I'm sorry.
no, um, I just want to say for me, and I know people from all walks of life, and
Yes.
here I've lived in a trailer. I'm in a brick home
Mhm.
now, but I miss my trailer so much. I loved my trailer. I'm sorry. I've lived in apartments, all the things. We have a mortgage now. I don't own it free and clear. But
It's,
I
I
have
shouldn't have
people
said
from
that.
every walk of life in my life, and I appreciate every one of them. And the one that runs the junkyard is just as important as the one that runs the 500
Yes.
fortune company. It's
Yes.
they all have a place in my life that you know, we can work together and speak together and offer each other things and do for each other. And I have friends of, gosh, y'all know how old I am because they doxed me. I have a friend for 52 years. I have a friend for 43 years. I have two of those. Um, I, I have long-term relationships. I have um very good terms with, and this is Dawson City. My first ex-husband, that's not the one that I have abuse with and children with, none of that. But you know, that just goes to show that I can keep and maintain relationships and deal
Healthy
with different
relationship.
people from different walks of life. And if you have to sit around and talk about someone being unhoused or how they're going to freeze to death in a street ditch, what, I don't even know what to said, curb, what, why are you
It's just
doing
the
that?
trash.
Why are you
And
talking about
okay.
people in apartments and how many rooms they have, and that's none of your damn business.
They do what they can afford. No. So, okay, Sonia, I totally gave you the wrong um impression of
I love
me.
that
This
for
was
you, Sonia. Sonia
yes.
says, "If you saw my property, you would think we were dirt poor, but I own and operate an animal rescue sanctuary, and every dime of mine goes into the animals, not me or my wants, where did it go? It keeps moving on me, and needs, so nobody knows. Exactly. Nobody, I'm telling you, it just aggravates me. I don't care where you live. There's kids that live in mansions and are very unhappy, very
Yes.
unhappy. It just because of where you live or what, that doesn't
No,
make you
okay.
better parent because you have a 3-bedroom house or
I'm
whatever.
gonna
It
okay,
doesn't.
I'm gonna walk it back. I was just being mean to be mean. I don't want mean to sound like I mean, 4 years ago I couldn't pay for my medicine. Okay. Because being on, the insurance is sucky. I couldn't afford my medicine. I've been through the hard times for years. I struggled for decades. My husband, he was a tuck pointer, and he only worked seasonally. So I grew up poor on welfare, living, on the northwest side of Chicago. It was not never lived in a home before, didn't have a house until I was in my 40s. I It sounded very braggart. I just wanted to rub some oh God. I'm sorry. I'm gonna shut up. Next time I say I'm gonna flex, just tell me shut up, Lynn.
I didn't know where you were going. I had no idea to tell you to shut up. I didn't know where you were going.
It's just because they're so boastful, and what are they boastful about? That's all. They're just bragging on what do they have to brag on?
I don't
Like,
know.
and I wasn't
I want to read Melissa's thing just because
yes.
this is something that thinking CPS would take Shelly's kids because they live in an apartment just shows their privilege and idiocy.
Yes.
It does, because there's no CPS in any state right now that would take kids that are bathed, fed, have
Roofs over their head
all
and
their
education.
necessities met. They could all be in a one-room studio. Hear me. They could be in a one-room studio with a blanket and a pillow, as long as they have that roof over their head and those things. This is the world we're living in right now. People can't buy a gallon of milk, and you want to worry about somebody that has all their needs met? There's something wrong with these people. They're out of
Yes.
touch with reality. A,
Yes.
a loaf of bread. I used to be able to go in and get the store brand. I'm not, I mean, other things I'm just going, but go get a store brand for like 95 cents, 85 cents on sale, 2 for $1. God, do you remember that? But anyway,
Yes.
now you go in there and the store brand bread is $2.50.
Yes. That's why I started
We are
that's why I
doing what
started
we need to
making
do
my
to survive, and if all their needs are met and they have that loaf of bread and that gallon of milk, leave them alone. Leave them alone.
exactly, they're raising their kids. They're raising
Well,
their kids.
and Melissa, it's not where I came from or what I'm aware of it, and I'm accepting of it. So I'm trying to just put out there. But so Chicago has told me about how her and her husband's culture, they lived in the same house, not in the same room, of course, but I mean, the family
Yes.
lived together in a communal home.
It's very
They don't,
European.
that didn't happen for me, but it happens. And
Yes.
just because I didn't have that situation doesn't mean it doesn't happen and that it's not normal to other people.
Correct. It's the biggest star out there would be Mila Jovovich from Resident Evil fame. She is very honest about, they even have like the great big bed where it's just there's no funny business going on. Everyone snuggles up because you know what? In the old country, they only had a room or 2 rooms. So everyone had to sleep. You put the cots on the ground and you sleep together for one. It's just something that's done. And just because it's done in another country and it's not done in America, because America, blah, 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 that's not the way it is all over the place. America is not the norm. America
So like
is
Stina's on hers, that there's multi-generational families living in 1 and 2 bedroom apartments because housing costs are astronomical. Parents in
yes.
shelters don't get their kids taken away. Just think about that. Parents in shelters don't get their kids taken away. That's a big Like, wake up.
Yes.
So I know where you're at, Stina, but think like Hawaii. Do you know how many people live in one home, in one room, in one thing because of how expensive it is? Hey, hon. Look who's entered the chat.
Mr. Hand.
That's my
me,
man.
honey.
That's my man.
Honey. That's her husband.
So just think how many people live in one home in Hawaii because there's not enough land and enough space for all these people to, and the cost of living right now is insane. I keep telling him, since you're here, make sure our house payment is paid because we can't afford rent. Okay?
Yes.
That is my biggest thing at this point.
Yes.
We have a mortgage and it was done in a few years back when things were really, really good. So it's a really, really good mortgage. So don't miss that mortgage payment because we cannot afford to go out and rent anything.
Yes. 150%.
It's on auto payment. First thing that comes up.
Again, I apologize because I did not come through as humble and grateful, and I am all the things.
You're proud of yourself. I want to give you credit, and I understand where you were coming from too. On you have not struggled. I mean, there's been struggles. I don't want to make it like it was easy for
struggled for years, and
no, our house is $350 a month. The next, no, it's not $350. Stop it.
Next door is no. That's your the mortgages, and next door they're getting $3,000
for rent. Yeah. Yes. The house next door is rented for $3,000. I can't afford rent. I cannot.
Yeah. But trying to take someone's kids away because they're in an apartment is ridiculous. I grew up in Chicago. Our apartment, there was us three sisters in one bedroom, and my mom slept on the sun porch. That was common.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, the fixation on Shelly is bizarre. It's like they're trying. Go on.
No, the bizarre. I'm reading Melissa. I'm reading all these comments. Melissa's found string cheese in the Play-Doh container with something.
Oh, nice. Yummy. Exactly where Anne lives. It's the cost of it. It is what it is, and it's so hard to get yourself, because now they want, first month's rent, last month's rent, and a security deposit. Who has that kind of?
I don't know. So next door would be $9,000 to move in. Yes. You know what I mean? It's like who has just sitting around in their bank account $9,000 for, and then you have the moving cost and the do what?
Yes, in this economy.
Yeah. And then turning all your utilities on, and it's moving is a whole process. So you're talking put $9,000 here plus all the costs that associate with that. How do you have that?
Yeah, it's ridiculous. But the fixation with Shelly, not letting go with again, just rehashing things. Shelly made a wonderful video where she said, in the past, I was an ass, I was an ass. I went after people. Okay. So if freaking Popcorn wants grace because she says, I entered the internet following the lead of what his name is.
That was new to me. Scott King. Let's see. When it happened, it was King of Petty. And I don't know is it eBaggers?
Yes.
There's a bunch. It's changed. The name's evolved and changed over time, but it's the same person.
So she said she joined the internet following his lead. And oh my God, how fun was trolling and being mean. She joined the internet and was an immediate shithead.
Immediately, like you've never been here before. You've never had anything to do with this. But this one stream you watched made you go and attack somebody, dox them, threaten their lives, do all the things. Why?
Yes. So
Why did
she
that
comes
happen?
in and is an immediate follower. She's following the patterns and sees nothing wrong with it, but yet she wants grace for having changed.
Do you
Right?
have something playing? Because when I talk, I hear myself through your side.
Oh no, ma'am. I can turn down my
Okay.
speaker a little bit.
You know,
Yes. It's
part of me agrees with that. Hurt people. But on the other hand, you have to get help for yourself eventually. You know how much therapy I've been through. You have to do something for yourself eventually. You can't just go around being like this forever. You can't. And cemetery. Oh my gosh, y'all. As soon as I can, babe, you don't know this yet, but as soon as I can, I'm getting me some food, a whole meal, like maybe McDonald's, I don't know, Happy Meal, I don't know, but I am going to the cemetery and I'm going to sit there and I'm going to eat that stuff and I'm going to talk to the peoples. I go to the
yeah.
cemetery anyway. I go and put flowers. I go and do things. So going to the cemetery to me is not anything. It's respectful, regardless what you do there. You're
Yes.
there talking to the dead. So I don't know what the problem is with this situation of going to the cemetery.
Ain't
But
scared.
no,
I
I
love
just
Mr. Hands. I ain't scared.
okay. I'm trying to be without doxing nothing or being anything of too much information. My mother-in-law, his mother, passed away at the beginning of this year.
Yes.
Where
Again,
her
Ron, I'm so sorry.
yes, thank you. Where her plot was in the middle of other plots. The cemetery, what do you call that? Not the cemetery, at the cemetery. The mortuary. Yes. We've lost several people this year. But the cemetery set up the tent and the chairs and all the things where you go and you do the services.
Mhm.
They put them on top of people's graves, on top
Yes.
of them. We sat on top of people.
Correct.
What is wrong with these people? They're 6 feet under the where you're
You're
like
turning
touching
into a
their
robot.
nose. I mean, what is wrong with these people? I'm sorry, I lost my crap again.
No, that's okay.
But it's
They're
like,
a little.
and we walked across other board plots the different direction, and it's what is wrong with these people? They to go and sit, and she's not sitting on graves, but even if she was,
She's not.
they're not sitting right there. People are lunatics. There's people who want people to go to their grave every year and pour some sort of a beer or alcohol or do something, like that's
Me?
really going to go to them. But you know what? You do it because it's what they wishes that they had. Or no, not on the grave. I don't know how to explain what I'm explaining. I'll go to the cemetery and do exactly what I do so they can see what this is like. So yes, go to work. We need that money to pay that mortgage. Thank you, babe.
Let me point out something else because yes,
No, I'm
sometimes
not saying like walk on graves, but like walk through the cemetery of
Mhm.
not on they're so close together. It's not on a sidewalk or
Later, Mr. Hand.
I don't know how to describe it. But yes, technically
No,
I
we
guess
know.
if you're walking between the stones and like to the other side. But we
Mhm.
sat on people, Sonia. I mean, they were family, they were grandma and grandpa and an aunt and things. So it
Yes.
just, you have to get to that point,
And here's a little
you know?
wrench into that idea. Not
Do what?
everyone can afford headstones. You may be walking what you think is not, and someone,
True. It's like my
not
mother-in-law's
everyone can
headstone's not
afford them.
there. So if somebody were to move that brass plaque right now, then you
Mhm.
wouldn't know she was there. So
Exactly. Exactly. And hey, popcorn, by Shelley being safe and not picking up the needles and the pillows and the blankets that um the
Those aren't
unfortunate soul
hers.
that
Those
hang
aren't
out
hers.
there,
No.
that's a whole bit. You're making fun of someone who lives in the cemetery. You make fun of Tara nonstop. You call her the filthiest of filth names.
It's the hypocrisy. I mean,
It-
I'm not going to say I'm not, that I may not have said something along the way that you can say, oh, that's hypocritical of you. I probably have. And I probably have. You can,
I've been a hypocrite. I'm human. To err
but
is
it's just like so continuous, and in each and every word is a hypocritical statement at this point.
yes,
Every one of them. It's not like,
yeah,
oh, well, there was one in that 1 hour streamer. There was one in that write up over there. It's every word is hypocritical at this
yeah.
point.
How dare you make fun of people who live in the cemetery? How dare you make fun of Tara and her unfortunate circumstances?
Okay, so
Look
I
in
read
the
some.
mirror.
Yeah, definitely.
It's like
Well, I mean,
opposite wake in their brain every day.
I don't know, why would you make fun of anyone that has homelessness, unhoused, whatever, chosen or unchosen? Because there's so many people out there that they choose that. They have a family
Yes.
to go to. Then maybe it's drugs, maybe it's just the freedom, maybe it's, they like the vagabond life versus, stability. Some people are just like that. But why, either way, in any way, why would you make fun of,
Shelley wasn't making fun of that person. She just said she
or
wasn't going to pick it up
to, when they get
because
on
it
their
was safe.
feet for half a second, when they start to get on their feet, you do everything to take that from them. You do everything to make them fail. What is wrong with people?
Yeah, that's a dirty game. That's a dirty game. That's
The minute she got her apartment in her name, let's put it that way, in her name, it was not in her son's name. The minute she got her apartment after being unhoused, they doxed her. They said, let's contact the housing to tell them that she's there, not her son, and whatever. They tried to unhouse her from being housed. I don't understand it.
yeah, it's they've never empathy is not there. There is zero empathy. They have no ability to even attempt to walk a mile in another's shoes. None. There it's just not all the hatred and vitriol and nastiness and filthy, disgusting
I just want to
everything.
stop. It is hard, Sonia. I'm sorry you had to go through that.
I am
And
very sorry,
I don't,
Sonia.
I hope, I'm always a, and I don't want to say like, oh, that, something really horrible happened to you for a reason. But then in the end, it really did. If you learned something from it, or if it made you stronger in just a certain way, or if it taught you a skill you didn't have before, or, then it happened for a reason. And I'm
Mhm.
sorry it happened to you, but it happened to give you something to take with you to the next level. So that's like with the Tira stuff. She's learned so many skills. She
Yes.
needs a lot more. I'm not going to be like, oh, I'm happy Tira's doing what she's doing. I'm not. I'm not. And I'll tell her that. And I've told her that. So that's a thing. But
Mhm.
she's learning lots of lessons.
Yep. It's just if you've been there and done that, you don't make the fun. You just don't. You just don't do it. It's messed up.
I like Stina's advice. What she does when she don't like someone, she don't watch and give them any attention. It's so easy.
Ooh, oh my. Can you highlight Just Dan's comment? Just
I can try if I can find it.
oh, 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 oh.
My mouse went to sleep. I'm sorry. I'm trying.
Oh, oh,
I know. The sad part is the people they take up for or go after people for are two-faced. If they only knew who has reached out to me privately. It happens. It happens. I've gotten some emails. I mean, I don't even talk to Chicago about it. Yes, there are people. There are people who don't like. Yeah. That's enough.
Wow. That's what's up. See,
Sent
eventually.
2 videos, 2 people so far.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wowza. Wowza. You see, that's crazy. But the real life stuff has got to stop. There's a difference between online and IRL, right?
Mm-hmm.
And just to touch real quick on that Adam Calhoun,
Mm-hmm.
where people are, hold on. Okay. So unaware of what it is to be Stitch subs.
They are terrified to leave. You look at the people that are over there, and I'm not picking any name out. You can pick them out yourself, but there are people in those chats that have been tortured by those people. Tortured.
Oh my God, who was the one who went into FBI witness protection program because of Tara? They claimed.
What?
Who was that?
I don't know.
Who
what
changed
you're
her whole
about.
name?
FBI?
Well, no, Shannon Moore. That's what Tara used to tease about on her channel, but now her channel, we can't go back and watch it. But it was like she went into the witness protection program.
No way.
Shannon Moore. No, that's what Tara was saying. Remember?
Oh, the other one, not Shannon, Sharon. Yeah. Okay. I was like, what are you talking about?
I don't know what I'm talking about half the time, to be.
I know. That's true.
Yes. It's.
Let me say, I've known all these guys since they were sleeping on their friends' couches and just planning their futures. And some have been real all along, and some have just ladder climbing. Yes.
That's in regard to the Adam Calhoun situation.
To Adam Calhoun and Ryan Upchurch and many, many more people. But
oh no, we don't need to verify. There's
no, but it's so what's the drama between Adam and Ryan? Well, Sonia, we need you. No, I'm just kidding. Currently, okay, so there's Ryan and Adam quit being friends. Ryan and Adam quit being friends. Adam, they've done some things back and forth, diss tracks, but not really like called him out and whatever. So there was just this animosity between them, kind of silently for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, not so blatant. And then when it gets down to it, Adam is butthurt. Adam wants his friend back.
Yeah.
He's upset that he's not Ryan's best friend anymore. And I don't think he was ever best friends because, I mean, we've always had Ripta there and other people. So, it depends on how you look at it. There's always been someone close to Ryan. But 7 years ago. Wow.
Trying to fight a hometown boy? No way.
He's a fighter. A talker about fighting people because the one fight I saw, he didn't really fight. So that was just, he's always constantly trying to come at me, come say it to my face. I'll come to you. He's one of those like just always the bark, maybe worse than the bite kind of thing is the way I get from it.
He mad he not
so
a real
Kurt Chicago. Is now yeah, so Kurt is now a friend with Ryan. Kurt is a reactor. He does reactions to videos here on YouTube. So him and
I'm gonna
Kurt,
mute real quick and get something to drink, okay?
Okay. So Kurt is a reactor, and he did stuff for, reacted to Ryan and stuff, and then they made friends, and he went to a concert and things. And so Adam and a couple other people were at that concert, and this is my newest, when it, like, just a few weeks ago, and they were at this concert, and they wanted to be close to the stage and be like Ryan's, special guest, I guess, if you like that type of thing. And the security wouldn't allow them to be there. They said, no, y'all go back with the normal people, and you're not above anything else. And Kurt got to stay there because he was on a list of, like, how you get backstage passes type of thing, but it wasn't really like it's just the way it's kind of set up. But so he was allowed to stay and be close to the stage and go backstage and be with Ryan. And Adam was butthurt, is all I can get to the bottom of it. And so now he said some things about Ryan, and then Kurt reacted to that new songs that he put out, and he didn't like the way that Kurt reacted to his music, because the way he said it is that he doesn't care for his country versions of singing. So he said he sucks as a country singer. Yeah, he's on the VIP list. So Kurt don't like Adam's music, and he said it on YouTube here, and so he wants to fight him for that. And Kurt's like, I'm not fighting you. I got kids and a wife and a job, and he's a welder. And then he was going after his job. And so the other night he came on and he said Creek Squad sucks, basically. They're all crap. Yeah, I thought it was 2 months ago. Kurt reacted 3 months ago or something about Adam's last attack on Ryan over the diss tracks. And so now he wants to fight him. He's like, I'm going to just come up and slap you. At Taylorsville is one of the next concerts coming up. And he said, are you going to be at Taylorsville? And he said, probably not. And he said, because I just want to come up and slap you. And he said, I think we should just discuss it like men, like, let's have a conversation. Well, he was going after, he does. That's a whole nother issue. But Adam sat there and just made an ass of himself, in my opinion. Like, it was horrible. And I don't know. They keep saying that Adam might have might take pills or something, or might have an issue with a substance of some sort. And I went back and watched the first video that this started taking. There was two lives. It got cut off from a storm happening. So I went back and watched the first one because I'd only watched the second part of it. And when I went back and watched the first, and it could be a vitamin, I don't know, but but after he does, he, over the time from then to when he really exploded, he just got continually worse and worse and worse. And it could just be him amping up, but it did relate to a pill when I saw it. So that was the whole thing. And then, well, the sad part is, I'm sorry, I'm reading your comments. Adam will never get close to Ryan. Creek Squad won't allow it. But what he said to Creek Squad is, you don't bite the hand that feeds you, I guess, is where you get down to the bottom of it. He bit every hand that fed him. Those are the people that he only reason I know about Adam is from Ryan. I mean, I'm not saying that I may never heard of him some other way, but so he went after people. You have to work. I mean, you went after the working class. And then, okay, so he went after all these people and he attacked everybody that could. I mean, you would fall under every category with it. That was a whole thing too. And I'm not real up on that. They are, as far as I know, that him and Tom McDonald are still friends. And apparently that was part of it, is that Kurt didn't like what he did with Tom McDonald. And that is, you know, he has issues with Adam. Kurt and Adam have issues together. Adam's whole issues seem to keep always going back to Ryan. It never was like Kurt did this, so I'm mad about this. It was you're friends with Ryan, so I'm mad at you. And it was just it got to where it sounded like a like in high school when your boyfriend left you for another girl and you were like dissing them and stuff. It just really, really, really sounded like a breakup, you know, like oh, and Adam did drive in the middle of the night from Illinois to Tennessee to drop off a necklace that Ryan had given him. It's like, who does that? It was very brokenhearted. I don't even know the words. He's heartbroken. He's very heartbroken. So yesterday he tried to make, I don't want to say he tried to make amends, but he tried to come back and he gaslit everybody, back to the gaslighting. He's like, oh, I didn't go after Creek Squad. Oh, I didn't go after, yeah, ex-girlfriend move. It was very ex attacking. But he tried to go back to, oh, hello. He tried to go back like, I wasn't going after all the Creek Squad, just the bad ones. And well, how do you distinguish who's good and who's bad when you just throw a whole word out there that is a blanket statement for a whole community? Scorned lover. There you go. That's exactly what it was. Scorned. It was very much scorned lover. I mean, it is that. Like, who drives from Illinois to Tennessee in the middle of the night because you're upset and give a necklace back?
A big baby who's broken up with.
So that happened. And then yesterday, so he did that the other night. And then the next morning, he tried to be like, oh, I wasn't going after all of them. Like he just gaslit the whole situation. And then Ryan came out with a video reacting to what he did and kind of made fun of him. And so then now he got upset about that. And it's just a back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. There was something I was going to talk about and I don't know where it went to. Never ventured over the community. First person I heard speak about it was Coley, so I can't untangle the two. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry you got stuck with the Coley situation. The lots of drama surrounding Ryan. There is, and I don't want to say I support every word that comes out of his mouth. I can't do that. But if you don't just take it on the value of the words that people give to you or the highlights of the situation, that's more like it. Not what people, I'm not saying like you follow the leader, but most people just get the highlights and hear the terms that come out of his mouth that may be like, what did you say that for? And there are some, but it also comes back around to, if you really listen to Ryan, that boy, he thinks, he uses his head. And I'm not saying he's like a genius or like that type of, doing, he's not going to solve the world's problems in that respect of, but on the other hand, he has,
this is ridiculous.
What?
I said, grown men acting like this is ridiculous.
Oh, true.
Ridiculous. Ryan has a new baby coming.
Country boy, and then he says some of the dumbest shit. And I know what people are thinking and saying, but if you sit and listen to every word, some of them you're like, okay, now we're talking about aliens or something, and you say these things and it sounds crazy, but if you really listen to him, he has method to his madness, is what more so than anything.
Yes.
The stuff about Kylie, I understand as a parent, I can say, oh, that would have hurt my heart. On the other hand, I would be, why am I listening to this person that I don't know say this on the internet and getting so upset about it in that respect, in that moment, because you are you should be in a moment of grief and in dealing with, the loss. But what he said, it was not, I mean, was it that I mean, I'm not trying to justify. I'm not trying to justify. I'm not trying to justify, but was it the worst thing to say she didn't exist? It's my child. She existed. I can understand the other side of
Yes.
this but how does this go into they're going to have to prove that him saying these words, he gave a, was it, someone correct me, $50,000 to the Kylie thing.
Yes.
The Hellcat was donated
The Hellcat to a freaking lunatic.
No.
The Hellcat went to a bad guy, right?
His last video, he said that he is 100,000. He said in his last video he's subpoenaing Doug to his.
Yes, the words
didn't actually give it. Okay, so the Hellcat did not actually go to AWP or what's his name, Jared. Was it?
Yes,
Jared. Can't think of his last name.
Jared
Sorry,
Boozer. He doesn't deserve a last name.
Jared with AWP, the one that runs AWP. He did not. He gave it to Doug Bishop. Doug Bishop is one of the guys that was actually on scene that pulled, was there when they found the car.
True. Stina Marie is preaching.
Like, yes, victims' families should not watch true crime creators about their loved ones, period, or get involved. I don't think like this. That's a whole. I don't have papers to show y'all people, okay? But I can be distracted among like the best of you. Boom, here we go. Let's go somewhere else. But the Sebastian Rogers thing and the dad being online with every creator out there and causing more drama than that to that situation, that's a whole nother thing about the true crime and families being involved.
Yeah. That's not based.
I don't know if he's going. Do you think he's going to help him, or do you think he's being subpoenaed? So he is going to have to testify and give some information about what went on behind the scenes. So
bye,
I think it'll help. I do.
Have a great one.
Bye, Ann. Thanks for coming.
Yes. Thank you.
Show us some good new videos. Go get some content. Yes. I also think the case being covered sometimes leads people to reach out and involve them anyways. True, but I think that people in true crime need to leave the families alone anyway. That's just like the going home. I mean, going real life with people.
It should be strictly armchair speculation.
I want to say though, I think that social media does help to get there are people who can't get I know people miss, like some of the things I shared, they're never going to hit, and I'm only 1,000 people. I get that, but they're never going to hit anything around the 5 people that they know on Facebook or somewhere else. So to have social media and to be able to put it out there and get the word out and get the picture out and get the circumstances out, I think there's a place for that. So I believe in the true crime. Now, the ones that stay up all night and just keep saying the same thing over and over and over again, and they're twisting it and doing the things, I come into some like, no, that's a little much. Okay. But to each their own, and you don't have to watch it. That's all I say. Like, everybody deserves a channel and deserves their place, as long as they're not going after somebody's real life and interfering with what they do to.
True.
I want to say, but I do think there's some places that it's for the majority. I think it helps to get the word out, to have it out there. Bye, Stina. We have to whisper now. No. Have a good day, Stina. Have a good day. So there I go. Sidetrack Sally. Oh, well, I know it was about Kylie. What I was trying to get through to him saying that, and it doesn't reach to me. To me, I'm not putting anything. I'm not a lawyer. To me, it doesn't reach the level of defamation that he's being sued for. And I know that it's like, well, he's at it. And I was like, I get it. No, but there has
Alex
to be
Jones level of defamation. No.
There has to be scroll brain. That's me. There has to be a level of what he said caused them damage. it hurt their feelings. I totally, as a parent, if someone said my child didn't exist, it hurts my feelings. I get it. I get that part of it. But there has to be defamation's a legal consequence. It's a legal situation, and the consequences from it. They were in a bad financial situation. It was coming off after the pandemic. It was, no blame, no hard feelings to them. It's just, it wasn't what they went through in their life, and any loss of income. Tell me how you can't relate it to the fact that they lost a child, not that some man on the internet said something about that child. What they were going through was going to cause them economic hardship in some way anyway.
Yeah, it's a rough one. And here's the thing, and if things get so weird, like a fake dad or a fake grandpa giving an interview, it was very sus. You have to admit that.
He was being handed stuff and he was being shown stuff, and you know, why are her teeth like that in that picture? I mean, I'm not saying, but why are they? It's just, it leads you to be, it makes you question, why did they put out this picture that has 4 sets of teeth in her mouth? I mean,
yes,
4 sets.
Yeah.
No, not 4 sets. 2 sets of teeth.
Right.
Sorry. Double the teeth were doubled for some reason in that picture.
But the dad who was the dad interviewed by the news, and it wasn't the dad or grandparent.
I think that what he was, the majority of what he was reacting to was internet material
and bad police work.
And so, but I think if you go back, his stuff was internet material. So if you have these people who are sitting up all night, him included, but sitting up all night and racking their brains and showing things that and then filling space. There's a lot of people who do true crime that just fill space, and it puts the image out there that makes you question everything. So if someone presents him with an interview and says, this isn't the real dad, or this is, I don't even remember, Callie instead of Kylie, or, all the things that were said, how is all internet stuff? How is he the wrong one?
Right. It's all internet stuff. He did keep it to internet stuff, to be fair.
Yeah. He never went to their house and said, why are you lying? Put a microphone in their face. Or I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying, what did he do to them personally?
Yeah.
There's people sitting up all the time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Get off of it. Get off of it.
Yeah.
My mommy said I can't talk about this no more.
Because he lost subscribers too. With that one. 100%. People couldn't, I don't agree with it. He did it. Everybody's human and deserves, you know what I mean?
I just don't think the legalities of it. I don't think he should have done it as morals and human compassion or whatever, those type of things. But I don't think it rises to the level.
Yeah. Is that already settled?
No, it's still going.
Oh, it's still in court?
Yeah. The only one settled. He's done with Nicole Arbor, and he won against her, and she owes him money. And
she ain't never gonna pay. She broke as a joke.
His mom settled, and
correct.
Now it's just no, he has. I don't know if Travis Tidwell still has a case or not. He did the last. Huh?
Who's Travis Tidwell?
Travis Tidwell is a musician, and he did some work with him. He played guitar. He was a guitarist for him. I'm trying to, my words are not like making sense, but and he feels like he's owed some money things, so he's the last I knew, he took him to court. It was still active the last time I checked on it, and I haven't checked on it in quite a while. So I assume that's still going.
Okay. Are you talking right now?
I am right now. Can you hear me?
Well, your bubble is going and we don't hear you.
You can't hear me?
It's breaking up. So when your bubble moves, I assume you're talking and we can't.
I can't see my bubble moving. So
Oh, okay.
can you hear me?
Yes, we hear you.
Well, then why are you saying you can't hear me?
No,
if you
no,
can
no,
hear
because
me?
it seems like it's going in and out.
Well, why you can hear me? I'm so confused. Thank you,
No, never.
Melissa. She had me going like, oh, I'm
You
talking
know,
through the wind over here.
no, it's
You
just
can't hear
sometimes
me.
it's robot B.
I think I'm gonna have to talk to him about. He has me hardwired through this computer,
Okay.
and it doesn't seem to be working as well as my Wi-Fi does. I don't know why. I know that sounds ridiculous. I understand
It
that,
does
but
not.
it just
It does not. Wi-Fi has boosted signals to keep you online specifically for VoIP, voice
okay.
over internet protocol.
Okay.
So
Well,
you
then you
could be
might have to
correct.
talk to him tonight. I don't know, but he hardwired it. Said it would be like more connected, and
No.
I feel like I'm less connected.
Oh,
So.
you're always connected to us, BB.
Yeah. Okay. Some of us worried about him over that, but he was okay. We were just
Yeah.
weirded out by it. Yeah.
I think at that time also, wasn't he just uncovering the stuff that his mother was doing to him?
I think he's just talking about Kylie. But the stuff with his mother, I am that woman irks me to no end to this day. So when I started this, she, from my perspective, she put the videos out of, she was trying to discredit her son. She put the videos out where he broke the windshield, where he did some things. She didn't put anything that led up to that, like what might have caused him to do that.
Yes.
But in the end, my perspective on that is it was his car. And the way he said it, and here nor there, it's what he said, that his brother was not legally licensed to drive, and mom was letting him drive that car. So he broke the window, and he can't drive the car with a broken window. So he he had every right to. Should he, and like here we get into the moral and the legal. There's two ways to look at it. And legally he wasn't wrong whatsoever. Morally, should he have done it? Probably not.
Right.
But her putting it online, knowing her son is a public figure like that, and that huge of a public figure, not just, some people want to say people that have 1,000 subs or even 100 subs are a public figure, or even if they go on someone else's YouTube channel, they're a public figure, whatever. But no, this man is a true public figure and out there. And she put that out there to make him look bad. She did that.
Yes.
And
what
then,
kind of mother does that?
So that was my first, like, what is wrong with this? So, like, digging into all of it. Then the housing situation, to the day that, she won't talk about that per se now because she's under a,
Gag order.
It's kind of a gag. It's not really a gag order. It's a disclaimer in the settlement agreement that you're not going to disparage or talk about this person in that way.
Eddie Lynn needs a muzzle.
So she got muzzled basically, but it was by the settlement order. And even up to the day before, right when she still, I didn't do anything wrong, I'm going to court, and then of course she didn't. But her stance on that going into it was that she owned Blue Moon. So she could do anything she wanted to with anything that had to do with Blue Moon. Okay. Blue Moon was a company created for Ryan Upchurch's. It's supposed to be for the ticket sales, was original. So she took the money that went into Blue Moon and bought houses with it. Now, okay, if you're truly looking out for your child's best interest and trying to invest their money, that's property's a good investment. I'm okay with that. But then what happened is that she then gave them to other people and sold things and did things that she should not have done with assets.
Sorry.
I don't know what you said.
Scam.
Oh. So she did things with the assets from the Blue Moon company that came from Ryan Upchurch's money, his money. So somehow she thinks because that money went into a company that she had access to do things with, that it became hers and only hers alone, not a representative of Ryan Upchurch, not I don't know, you know what I mean? So by her giving away houses and selling houses and doing the things that she was doing, she embezzled money from her son. She took from him. And when he found out, he had every right to be upset about it. But she, to this day, continues to believe that she somehow was right. And then when she, so he took her to court. He was just trying to get his houses back and get what he could recoup from the situation. He didn't take her to jail. He didn't do the things that he could have done. A lot of things with that situation. Yeah. And by not, he wasn't going after her for blood. He was going after her to make it right, to get back what was his. She insisted it was hers. Even when he got a lawyer and she was trying, she wanted to sell one of the houses to pay for herself a lawyer. That was his house. What does she think? Yeah, I mean, where is, I cannot, money. The gymnastics her brain does, I cannot for the life of me understand how she thinks that, yeah, okay, I'll sell one of the houses that's in my name because I made it in my name with Ryan's money, with Ryan's, it's all Ryan's stuff. And she still cannot seem to grasp. In the end, he gave her, he let her keep the house she's living in. She had to give back the others. And anything that she could tangibly do. He could have still went after her for the $60,000 from a bank account, the money, $10,000 he paid to Johnny, the other things that he had proof of. He could have financially devastated her for the rest of her living days. And instead, he gave her a house and took back what tangible things he could get his hands on that was left over from her actions. And it wasn't all of it. He just got what he could and walked away. And then she came back to the internet and attacked his, what is Be Loose, Sonia? The title, business manager, producer.
Ex-lover.
No. Hold on. You're going a different direction. To Ryan, not to Patty. Ooh, no, he's not Ryan's lover. Stop. No, don't put out no misinformation. No. That's not what we meant.
My bad. Mea culpa. His manager partner.
Okay, I do. He has a lot of titles, in my opinion. Like, I could give him all kinds, and it may not be the right one, but. But, and I say boy because the age thing, but she slept with him. Who does that? What mother sleeps with their son's not only friend, but their business manager, their partner, the one that's making them the money, the one that's doing the things? Why did she insert herself into that situation? Even if he can't, I'm not saying, but even if he came on to her or what, no, thank you. You're my son's business manager. No, thank you. No, but she did. So mentally, I think there's something wrong with her. That is my theory. That is my opinion, that she has some issues that goes along with that. And then, Loosen Up from Be Loose is his company. Yeah.
Stifler's mom.
Stifler's mom. So she muddled the situation herself. But anyway, so when she came back from the settlement agreement, she was a scorned lover. Now here's where we're going to get real scorned lover. This is Adam to Ryan, Patty to Be Loose. She came back and she posted pictures of that man porch and just all the kinds of things. And it was like, ma'am, stop, just stop. This is not okay. You're not, this is not working. Well, I'm not talking about Ryan, I'm talking about Be Loose. Well, no, you can't talk about any of those people. But she continues to do it. So she can't save herself if she tried to. So she left the internet again. And then she came back and she gave Johnny, I don't even want to get into, we all, I hope everybody knows what Johnny is to Ryan. It's nothing, and it's a thorn in his side. And his mother being friends with that man after all the things that's been done to him and that she's done to him, I couldn't let that back in my life. That there's some things you just, if she would cut it off and act right as a mother, but there's no way she can possibly do it. I've watched her how many times, at least 4 times now,
Yes.
come back and do some of the craziest stuff. But she gave Johnny a recording of Ryan and her, and he said, I don't want kids on the set. And he was upset and he was cussing and he maybe shot a gun and threw some things. Things happened, but it wasn't there was no, I'm going to hurt you. And like, then you hear noises or anything. It was this, he was highly upset and he did things and said things that maybe he shouldn't, but then what, he didn't hurt nobody. He wasn't trying to hurt nobody. He was angry and voicing his opinion, but she gave that to Johnny and he played it. The only 2 people present were her and Ryan. Ryan didn't give it to him. How can you be friends with his enemy? I just don't understand it.
It's not mother behavior, not for nothing. It's not. It's gross. It's gross. Like, I could not imagine like being with any of Lauren's friends. It's just, that's cradle robbing. It's being a cradle robber. And it's gross.
Sonia. Gobbler is so in love with Patty, and it's pathetic how he goes on and on about how beautiful she is right in front of Melinda. I know. How can you sit in front of your wife and lust after another woman? Tell her how beautiful she is. The diss track or whatever he tried to do, his new singing career, was
that
insane
was
to me.
So stupid.
Talking about doing your mom and
yeah,
all the things, but right in front of Melinda. No,
it's rough.
My man's not doing that. I'll tell you right now, not happening. She tries. She came back though. She's lost some weight. Well, I don't. I'm talking about this last round. She did lose some weight, but she was dancing in front of her camera and showing like her body. And
Who?
I mean, I'm not. Patty was this last time.
Okay, you know what? If I lost weight, well, I dance regardless. I'm fat, sassy, and happy, and I dance regardless. But yeah. I'm a married woman. I ain't trying to hook young children.
But you're also not, and I don't. What I don't want to call him a superstar. Her son is a well-known music star. Yes. Music. He's a musical genius. That boy can put out a song in 5 minutes and be from beginning to end composed with music, the whole thing. So
I just look at his catalog. It's insane the amount of music he has in his head. It's impressive.
Mm-hmm.
It's impressive. You
said it right the first time.
I'm struggling.
You said it the first time. Impressive. It's very impressive.
Impressive.
But to keep coming back and joining on panels that are attacking her son.
I couldn't do that. I guilt would get me. Oh, honey, I'm 29. 29.
Lies you tell.
I act younger than my daughter. But I don't care. I don't feel my age, so I refuse to give into the norm. When you hear all the time, act your age, act your age.
Well,
You're not my age, anybody. If you're my age, then you tell me. Until you're my age, don't tell me what women in their 50s should be doing. Don't. Because you're not a woman as much as shut up now. Okay. Thank you.
And I'm not so much into, okay, so another thing is the age gap. And it's not really necessarily because like Belus was younger than her. And it's not necessarily the age gap to me. It was the relationship with the business partner of her son that was my big thing. And then she acted really weird about the age gap. And then she said stuff about her sister because she's in an age gap marriage. And it's like, how
Wait, what?
dare you? How dare you? Gail's husband's younger than her.
Go, Gail.
So she came off and said some of the nastiest stuff about her sister.
Why?
For being in an age gap relationship.
So she's married. So she's jealous of her sister that he liked it and he put a ring on it. Yeah, he liked it, so he put a ring on it.
Well, it's just it's you
Don't call
know,
me Beyonce.
how can you attack your sister over the same thing you're crying about because yours didn't work out? And it wasn't just a random younger man. It was her. She only would have known this man because of her son. That's not how. That's predatory to me.
Yep. It is
You had him
predatory.
locked in. It was very predatory. It's not the same as just, meeting some younger man and falling in love and all the things. That's it. So to say something about your sister for the same age gap situation,
She's just jelly.
it's not the same.
She jelly as hell. She peanut butter jelly. She mint jelly, the nasty kind. Who likes mint jelly? Nobody eats lamb that I know of. So sorry, anybody who likes lamb, if I offend you, but mint jelly.
Oh, Lord.
Raspberry.
No.
Just saying. Just saying.
It gave her more control. Oh, over him. Okay, I thought you meant talking about Gail like that. No, that is okay, but yeah. Well, I think she used him too in that situation because I have all this stuff somewhere in my plethora of information of clips and videos and stuff that I have locked away in my
file
never to be seen again. No. But she to
you see, if you're talking, it just
further
died.
her crimes.
Yeah, if you're
Still,
we didn't hear the first part of that.
I think she used her relationship with Belus to further her crimes against her son.
Oh, I believe it. Trying to get information on what I believe that. I fully believe that. I believe it. 100%. I believe it. Hello?
Hello?
Hello.
Why do you think I'm not talking? That's the thing about, I guess, okay, so I'm just backtrack for a second. I did go live from YouTube Studio first. Every few minutes it was like spinning and saying you have poor connection or lost connection or something to that nature, right?
Okay, that's the internet.
And then, but I would ask I had Betty, Melissa, and there was a few people in there, and Shelly, and I would ask them if they could, is it doing that to them on their end? Is it lagging? Is it spinning? Is it doing any of the things? And they said no. So it showed me when I was in YouTube. I don't see it on StreamYard where it's like connected or disconnected or any of those things. Am I missing it somewhere?
No, it's not. It's not here.
Okay.
Only YouTube Studio. I don't like YouTube Studios. I'm anti YouTube Studios.
Oh, you're not. Don't be sorry, Sonia. We had something to chat about because this was originally, I was really just coming on to test these new screens and different things. And so, no, don't be sorry at all. And I'm down to talk about Ryan and the situation, especially Patty, because that is Patty's my nemesis. She's my Achilles. She's something about her being a mom, and it's not about her being. I mean, it's about her being Ryan's mom because of the situation, but the things that she has done as a mother when he is expecting his first child and estranged from him through this situation. There's no way that I would still be talking.
Hold on.
What?
Did you not hear someone hit my window?
No, I can't hear nothing in your house. But there's nothing that would make me continue down this path. I would not die on that hill. Let me tell you that. Okay. With a grandchild coming with the situation, I would bite the bullet or whatever it takes and keep my mouth shut, get off the internet. Nobody's telling her get off the internet. It's what she says and does when she comes to the internet is the problem. You know what I mean? It's like if she came here and shared her tarot cards and her blessing books and spiritualness or whatever the heck she's doing, walks in the creek, those are fine and dandy. It's what you're saying when you come here and who you're hanging out with when you come here. And so nobody's saying like you have to be quiet and you don't have a place on the internet. And I think she's missing that point where she thinks people are trying to shut her up. And it's really just stop hurting yourself and stop. To me, it's like she's stabbing her son every time she comes back. And then saying, why are you bleeding? Stab him again.
Yes.
Why are you bleeding? Stab him again. But why are you bleeding? You're doing it. It's you doing it. Stop doing it. It's all we're asking. Stop doing it.
Yep. Agreed. Agree.
Chicago.
Huh. Can you hear me?
Nobody's coming for you?
No, I put my head out the window. Yeah, somebody legit walked up and hit my window. So it could have been a squirrel falling off the roof. That's happened. She is. Maltini, do you know what we did to this woman? I revoked her right to use Lynn as her middle name because I am her elder. I am her senior and it's my first name. So I told her she could not use Lynn anymore in her name. And
that was like a year ago. Wasn't
it? It was, over a year ago. And we started a state mama club where Ryan could have a mama in every state. So I picked Illinois. B has Texas so that he has a mama wherever he goes because mama is horrible. Exactly. How dare she? She needs to drop that Lynn. She ain't Loretta. She ain't Loretta Lynn. No, ma'am.
She revoked her Lynn guard. She's just Patty.
I am gunt guarding. I am gatekeeping the name Lynn. Yes.
You're too fun.
So when Ryan comes to Illinois, if he needs a mama to cheer him on, I'm your girl. You're younger than my daughter, but I can home cook meal and I'm in the middle of nowhere where nobody, so we offered and B had a stream. There was a lady in another country that even claimed him. Remember?
Brutally honest.
Yes. Like she was in Finland or Switzerland.
Mm-hmm.
And so we got mamas we claim him as ours. Good morning, my love.
Good morning. Y'all get late starts to your days.
That's B. It's B.
We're on live. Don't let her trick you into it.
I fed the babies. But Skeletrina fashionista runway model extraordinaire is not to be seen so far.
A1 since day one. And it's not, I'm not trying to, there's a lot of people who have issues with Ryan. I'm not trying to sell Ryan to anybody.
Yeah.
I personally like him. Okay, that's
Mhm.
just the thing. It's like, but you don't have to. And
His humor, his
this
skits.
mom thing has me just like his mom is a
So
whole
weird.
nother level for me.
Yes. Totally. Totes another level. See how I'm sounding like the kids? Totes.
Toads.
Totes. Totes, totes, totes.
The cat thing sounds like your place. Oh, you're an animal rescue. What kind of animals can I ask? Is that
That
sorry?
freaking groundhog came out and ate the rest of the tops of my potatoes. That fat effort can run fast. It's unbelievable. How he fits
Melissa's
under my
calling you
sentence.
out. Melissa's calling you out.
Oh,
The kids don't say totes
okay,
anymore.
fine.
So you
Okay.
do all like not just domesticated animals, but
No, I'll let her tell it.
26 dogs. Oh my gosh, I have enough trouble with 3. 30 cats.
Do you have
You are
any
amazing.
old little dogs?
2 horses. We're loading animals. 6 raccoons. There's your
Oh,
raccoon.
oh my
Her
God. My
no,
daughter
no.
will be calling you if you have a baby trash panda. I have that. I have that. I
She
have
can't
that.
catch hers in order to
I just want Skeletorina. Skilly.
well, you want to also catch and release, fix, what do they call that?
No,
TNT.
okay, so I tried the TNR, but they charge you here. I have to catch them myself, which once Mrs. Socks got caught in the raccoon trap. Aw. But yeah, so there's no place out here. They're like, you have to fund the whole thing. And it's like, if I'm going to do that, they're going to be my freaking cats. I can't do outdoor cats. That's just a personal thing. I get scared.
But that's how
If I'm going to fix you, you're going to be my slave. Sorry.
but why
Not
can't
sorry.
you fix them and give them the opportunity to be your slave? And if they don't want to be your slave, you let them back outside. Then they'll come to the porch and eat your food.
My Binky was a rescue feral cat. And for 14 years, he tried to get out the house till he passed away. So no. Just no.
I have an issue with if you can, if you don't, it sounds like to me that she has like 60 animals. Oh, wow.
Well,
So it
it's an
sounds like to
animal
me
sanctuary. So
that, with having an animal sanctuary, it's a little different. But you having now 3 generations of feral cats, right? Is it
yes.
3 or 2? Whatever, 2. Let's go with 2.
Started from last year. So yeah, second generation.
And then I feel like they suffer because they all don't survive.
I know, but like Lolo says, I got nothing but love, but I have shelter and they can live.
But they keep reproducing. I'm not worried about them. They can live there forever and ever and ever. But
So the strange thing
production
is it seems like only Mrs. Socks is reproducing, not her offspring. Is that weird? It's only Mrs. Socks's babies. And these babies are grown and they still come to me from last year. I tried to take, but yeah, it's only Mrs. Socks that has the babies. And you know what? She only had 1 litter this year. You know what, Meltini, if I could get that inspection, I would have me some house kitties.
If I can get that inspection. She don't know what's down there.
Nope. I don't know. I could be misgendering all of them. That's why Skeletorina is Skeletorina.
Never had babies for 4 years, and now 2 years in a row she's had babies. Interesting.
Oh, that's pot. You know what? Okay, so that's Occam's razor. I didn't even consider. Oh my God!
Nobody thought that they probably couldn't reproduce because they're not.
Yes. I preach Occam's razor all the damn time, and here it is right in front of your face. Darn, Lynn, they could all be boys. Oh my God, I feel like a dun dun dun. Yes, ma'am, I do.
I have a friend that has cats that they got an outside cat. I mean, it can come in, but they got it to do mousing and stuff. They're in the country, and then they didn't fix it, and so it just keeps reproducing. But then things keep happening to these babies. It's like, well, it's just, and I understand that, what comes from the earth goes back to the earth. I get all that, but I don't think you should help that along, or you should try to maybe like intervene and stop that from happening.
So I have a colony of tuxedo kitties, and it's bad enough. Thank you. Skeletorina sticks. That's what it's been.
Skeletorino.
Oh no, Skeletorina.
Skeletorino fashionista.
She's just fabulous. And you know what? Just saying, if she was a boy, she still walks like freaking Gigi Hadid. She is Skeletorina. Fashionista, runway model. Fashionista. She is just that outstanding. And I know everyone else that looks says, oh, that's the ugliest of the bunch. No, that's the most beautiful of the bunch. That's why I love her. I love her. I love all of them. I love Mrs. Socks too.
She does. She loves these animals. She cares for them the best she can, for them being wild, feral things in the yard that don't let her touch them. So
I touched Skeletorina 3 times. And each time she's like, bitch, why are you touching me? She jumps away and then comes back to eat.
She hissed, she cried, and she meowed.
It's a very bad example, but it's like she has the, I can't say it, can I? Because then it's like being ableist. But yeah, so she gives me all the vocalizations.
Judgment on, yeah, that's me. You got me.
I love the babies. Yes.
You got me.
But you know what? Skeletorina does play with the feather stick. I have the feather with the sticks on it and a raccoon tail with bells and ribbons, and she plays with me. And oh my God, they love cat treats. Oh, Hook and Skeletorina, they love the cat treats. They just can't get enough. They're like baby Hoovers. They just everywhere on the porch. See, because we're redoing the deck now, we're replacing it. We need a new deck because we got the new siding and stuff. So there's an oak tree growing through my porch. So we're redoing it, and I'm afraid that they'll never come back.
That's a game to play. Well, I hate to cut you off, but
no, you don't.
Noon here. Noon in my time
zone. Noon here too.
Your time zone. And I've been on for 2.5 hours, and I have had a lovely conversation about many, many things. And
TG.
Huh?
Can we do it again soon?
Soon.
Fuck right off.
Right off. Please?
Got it.
Thank you. Take your trashy stuff somewhere else. Take the trash out, please. Thank you very much.
Trash is taken out.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Talk to me when your wife has some, okay? Because she missing the same ones. Shut up.
True. Sonia, thank you for coming and having a conversation with us. You did not hijack the stream.
Everybody.
We made you suffer through our original community news.
Oh, so we're in suburbs of Illinois, so where there's a ton of snow. So we're going to use the largest totes and then get a smaller one. And we're going to insulate it with straw and put straw inside, cut the holes out, and just stack them up into kitty condos. You know what I mean? And so that should protect them. And I'm going to put it as close to the house as I can because we get a lot of snow, because I'm going to do a feeder too. Yes. So that's what we're going to do. We're just going to, yeah, it's an investment. I spend a lot of money on pets I don't have, as my daughter says.
Mine even get treats in the mail. So yes, she does.
Yes, I send BB's babies treats and toys because that's right. They love the treats and toys. Hey.
Yep. All right. So we're all going to take care of the animals this coming winter. And
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Okay. All right. I'll log off and say goodbye, y'all. Thank you for joining us.
Lovely conversation.
Oh, yeah. Hit subscribe if you haven't. Put the notifications
so you're
on.
stuck here with me. What did you say if they're doing?
Yes, true, Maltini. Yes.
Good job, Melissa. We'll get her to do that.
Yep.
Yeah, all of my 7 people that aren't normally like and subscribe, go ahead and like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. And I appreciate y'all for going through my test stream with me. Now I gotta find a title for it because we actually had a stream, so it's not just a test stream. All right, thanks.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Turn off. Hold on.